Good morning, good morning. It's a morning video. So, borrowed some coffee, was gifted some coffee, and I'm drinking it in my favorite mug. Friendship warms the heart, is what it says. So, morning coffee. Gotta love it. What are we doing? We're still sitting at the siuslaw marina. It is gorgeous here. Let me see if I can get out the window. Look at that view. It is freaking amazing. So it is beautiful to wake up and see that every morning. And I genuinely parked next to our friends. That's their little mini Winnie that you can see the logo for. But parking next to your friends costs money. So we got to go north eventually. But so far it's kind of been a blessing for Brian's curse to be sick, is that he got sick right next to people that we wanted to camp next to. So we spent a couple of dollars that we don't normally spend to camp. However, Brian is the one that hooks up the trailer and drives the trailer and all that stuff, and he don't feel good. So I guess all those free nights camping paid off, because I haven't spent much money outside of Thousand Trails at all to stay anywhere. Excuse me. Okay, hiccup burp. So anyway, this coffee is strong. I mean, whoo-wee, get you going. So I don't know what we're going to do. We're supposed to go north, I thought, and boondock for a couple of nights. We can check back in Tuesday to either Seaside, Long Beach, do the 4 and 4, or 2 weeks, and then out for a week. I really honestly kind of like staying 2 weeks. It makes it easier. And after staying here for our time off, it's got me thinking how much I'd really like to find a campground that was close by that we could just pay to stay at for our time out. I like it a lot more. I don't really like floating around as much, and might spend as much in gas as we do. No, probably not as much, but I don't know. It's hard to figure out what to do. I'm full of nervous energy. I'm really stressed out about this surgery a lot. It's really heavy on my mind. That's all I can think about. But, oh well. It's been a nice distraction to be here and have some friends to hang out with. And so, I don't know if we're going to go north or not yet today. I don't know how Brian feels. We got to check out by noon if we leave. And then if we do leave, we'll just head north towards Seaside, is what I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm going to look at the weather and see what the weather is all along the coast. It's like magical spring here. I don't really like Florence. And it's not because of the scenery or the gorgeous weather or the lovely places to be. There's a group called the Proud Boys that's obviously a large presence in this area. And I'll be honest with you, I don't get very good responses at stores, restaurants, anywhere here in town. There's 2 or 3 people. When I have a nice and pleasant interaction, it catches me off guard. So, I already know that I'm going to be ignored or spoken to rudely everywhere I go into. So, I get my headset on straight before I go. A lot of times, I just don't go in. Brian does the shopping. I just stay in the car. Don't really like going in anywhere here. But I love Florence, the way it looks, and the people that are here that I enjoy camping next to. But honestly, it doesn't hurt my feelings to leave Florence. Gas is $2.87 a gallon in Florence, and gas is $4.59 a gallon in Long Beach. So there's that. So that makes it more appealing, I can assure you of that. But, I don't really have to be in Portland until the 15th. I applied for flex funds to pay for a hotel. Still don't have any news on the travel trailer insurance. It's Sunday. I don't expect to. I think it'll be more like Monday or Tuesday. I do think that we'll get a settlement offer. I think it's going to get totaled. I don't know any of these things. These are Jen's thoughts for the day. So that's what Jen's thought for the day is. And I'm done with the gazebo. Woohoo! So I've got a little house with a sidewalk I got a little gazebo. And now I'm going to build the apothecary shelf, which is going to be a shelf with little jars on it. And another drying rack like the one that I gave my benefactor. But bigger, so that some of these little miniature figurines fit in there and actually look proportionate. I kind of like that. But I've learned in fairy gardening from all the things that I've seen is that things are not to scale. You just sometimes have a 10-foot frog in the front yard. And that makes sense. So, it's a known, and then I found this thing called Miniverse. And they're these little balls with little tiny miniatures that you can build in them. They apparently sell them at Walmart and other places, and there's about 20,000 women on Facebook who are insanely in love with these things, and they're fighting the Walmart managers for the display boxes because they have free little pieces attached to them. Just buy the kit that's in the box. But anyway, they're fighting for these free boxes the way managers won't let them have. This is a big deal. So anyway, I'm going to try and get a couple of these little mini-verse balls of things. Apparently they're very inexpensive, and build one and add it to my thing, I think. Anyway, I'm going to look into them because they are popular and I'm trying to sell stuff. But I like all the stuff I foraged, but then not everything on this gazebo is foraged. Like, I did not forage this rosin fairy. She is not local, homemade, or found. So, and neither is the welcome sign. That was pre-manufactured, you know. I did make the basket of walking sticks out of cord, paint, and sticks. And this was an empty jar that I filled with glitter paint. Well, I didn't fill it with glitter paint. I put a few drops. I was like, I don't want this glitter paint. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I found exactly what to use it for. I put it in this jar with a little bit of water, and now it looks like a jar of pixie dust or fairy dust or whatever. So it actually came out really cool. Or it's a jug of something that she's swigging, and she's got it sit right there on the ground next to her. So she's either getting wild on the red sparkly juice, or she's granting wishes, or flying, or I don't know what she's gonna do. She's probably gonna sit in a little fake gazebo like a little fake fairy and remain motionless. But yeah, I don't know when the lights go off. Maybe she's gonna pop out and sprinkle juice all everywhere. She better not. I'm not into glitter. So, yeah, she's not a stripper. She's a fairy. Stripper fairies. Anyway, figure out how Brian feels. Figure out what Brian's going to do. This coffee is freaking strong, dude. I'm going hard and fast. Woo! Damn. And no, this video is not made for kids. I said damn. I love you guys. Peace. Love. Got my eyes on you. And updates if they happen. They're going to happen.